What are the three key attributes for a successful scientist?
I think it's probably, you've got to be self-critical, you've got to be competent, and you've got to be creative. And I would say you go a long way on those.
Do you live by any daily mottos, or do you have any favourite quotes?
It's not exactly a daily motto, but one bit of advice I got from my supervisor, an undergraduate supervisor. He said there are so many things in science which are interesting, but actually focus on what's important, lad. And to me, that's been an overriding goal, because you can get sidetracked by interesting things. Not everything, a lot of things are interesting, but is it important? Is it worth spending your life doing it?
This is the first time Molecular Frontier Symposium is being held in Greater China, and many high schoolers and university students are attending. So do you think it's going to help encouraging more people, young people, to pursue a career in science?
I'll have to ask them when they come out of the lecture theatre, but you'd have to hope so, because I think they've had a remarkable selection of lecturers and ideas coming at them.
As I'm a scientist, I mean I'm an undergrad scientist, so I do biotechnology. So what would a piece of advice that you would give me or other young aspiring scientists?
I think you have to ask yourself what really interests you. Are you interested in science, or are you interested in other opportunities that it brings? What is it that excites you? I was very interested in early evolution. I wouldn't mind spending the rest of my life discovering how life evolved. If things evolved, how did the first organism evolve? Because you must start from something, and I decided that was an area I wanted to study. And in fact, that interest in chemistry and in evolution is really what's underpinned my entire career.
I understand that science is all about trial and error. So what are some notable challenges that you've encountered that helped shape your journey to being a successful scientist?
You're shaped by the problems you tackle. So in other words, you tackle big and important problems, and that shapes you in big and important ways. There were certain things that shaped me as a scientist, moments that I can remember. One, for example, was when I first realised how you might be able to humanise mouse antibodies by transplanting the loops. And that was kind of almost like a religious revelation. And that shaped me. When you become totally immersed in the subject and you're endlessly looking for possible solutions, I suddenly realised it would provide a solution to the problem of immunogenicity of mouse antibodies. So I think it's that total immersion which helped me see things. I think another big thing that shaped me was when I met the first patient who'd received the antibody, the humanised antibody we created, realising what a lovely person she was. And she was more concerned about, she thought she was going to die, and she was more concerned that she'd leave her husband, who was also dying, and she wanted to look after him. He'd got Alzheimer's, and she wanted to be with him when he died. And actually what we did enabled that. So, and that left a huge impression on me. The fact we've been able to do something for somebody. It's not something, if you're a scientist, that doesn't normally happen to you. If you're a medic, I guess these things are happening all the time, you make some medical decision. But to me as a scientist coming to this afresh, I was completely bowled over by it. That in turn created the motivation for creating genuine human antibodies in case the humanised ones didn't work. And in the end that led to a Nobel Prize.